Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about teams who are building for the future, you've got to mention Vanderbilt. Stadium upgrades, a dynamic crowd. First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee has improved in the last few years. It is the smallest stadium in the SEC, but the Vanderbilt fans are getting louder and more passionate as Clark Lee continues to build a contender in Nashville. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Commodores ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go to work first. And the old saying is that a tight end is a quarterback's best friend. And David, if that's the case, these two couldn't be chummier.
Yeah, I mean, they know exactly where they're at. They're on the same page. Both of them are superstars. And Jesse, when you got a tight end, you can move around. You can feature in the slot. He can block. He can catch it. He can run after the catch. A quarterback that's already great, he knows to find that cat.
And that's incredible in this offense when you think about it, David, is a lot of their explosive plays in the passing game go to the tight end. This guy is athletic. He can stretch the field. He's a matchup problem. And there is no question in this game, the quarterback is going to be looking for his big fella early and often.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running to the left. Could be an alley. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr. And they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back throwing the ball. And he's one of those guys who can elevate the players around him, too. You're right. There's going to be some new faces, and it's going to be important from a chemistry standpoint that he and these guys are able to get on the same page very early on. But once everything starts clicking, this offense, man, they light up the scoreboard. And how much would you love it as a receiver playing with a quarterback like Chambliss?
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Inside, it's Alexander. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Quick spin on the run. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Carter. He's got his man. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now after the sack, there is a man still down. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Connor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A third down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. To the air, it's Carter. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down, your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called, receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
The Commodores will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Finds us back in the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Jet sweep to the edge. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a give to Frazier. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Alexander. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quick completion on the out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just... Too excited. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And some room to work. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Direct snap. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking for a man. It's Carter. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on first down. Turns it loose deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Blue Devils looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that, they essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Nashville. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
I caught up with the Commodores head coach at halftime. Their quarterback has been terrific in this first half, but he has sustained some hits. I can tell you just from looking at him, his uniform, lots of wear and tear, bumps and bruises. I've seen him talking with the athletic trainer a couple of different times. They've got to do a much better job here in the second half, giving him some protection. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Just feeds the running back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Commodores line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he could even get started. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Alexander. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Snap it to the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Knight. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once, like they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense.
There's a crease. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And he's dragged down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels.
I mean, they didn't reinvent football in this drive. That was really impressive watching him just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here to the second half. Like early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Catch in the middle. It's Adams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Carter. Fires to the tight end. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be 4th down. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Catch is made at the 15. Slips through the line. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
There's some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The The Commodores decide to punt it away.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They're in a precarious spot here. That long and a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Here's a little room there. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Delay to the back. It's Lindsey. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. From the 22 on 1st and 10, they'll go with a direct snap. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Carter. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. It's caught. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Makes a grab. Touchdown, Vandy. They move on top here in the 4th.
the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Attempt to try. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Running inside, it's Lindsey. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Here's a throw downfield late. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the offense will have at least one more shot at this after the pass interference penalty gives them an untimed down. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action on first down. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the